What's your thoughts on the forthcoming F1 season? I'm excited, man. I'm so excited to get the season going, to see what happens this year. The fact that they've made so drastic a change to the rules and the cars is just, I'm just waiting to see what happens, especially that first race. Going from being, now it's just completely, 50-50 with half electric engine, half combustion engine. All the regulations and how the cars are now smaller and everything else that go to it. It's not like it almost feels like almost a clean slate for all the drivers that are in the circuit again. But we all know the top drivers are the top cars and top teams are always going to be at the top. But the fact that they've just had all these things done and we're going to this season, I'm excited to watch it. And this is the season I do want to go watch one of the races live. So I really want to do one of them. I really want to go to watch one of them. So I'm excited. Some other days my energy feels low at the gym. Do you encounter such? And if so, what do you do? Yes, it happens to everybody, man. That is normal. Some days your energy is low at the gym. It could be sleep, it could be going off rest, it could be something different the day before, it could be a lot of things. But yeah, some days you're not as strong in the gym as others. That's just normal. That's what it is. And what you do, you change your weight accordingly. You just push forward either way. So you push as heavy as you can. You push as hard as you can anyway, and you just do what you can for that day. But yeah, it happens to everybody. What would you be if not a bodybuilder? If I didn't start bodybuilding, I'd probably still be working construction, doing a renovation or something like that, or working in solar sites or something like that. So, did you ever buy a truck, and what kind? I always go a truck, man. I go a Raptor. That's the biggest truck you can get out here in the UK, unfortunately. It's not like US where you guys get like the monsters and stuff like that. I would love to have one of those. But unfortunately in the UK, the biggest truck we can get, actually the biggest truck you can get in Europe is a Raptor. So that's what I got. 3 or 4 sets per exercise. It's about, we do about 4 working sets per exercise and about 2 warm-ups. And how humble your team is and how big you are. Man, thank you. I appreciate it, man. Look, real attract real. We just surround ourselves with people that are just, I surround myself with people that I know that are down to earth. They're grounded and they keep me grounded too. So this is the people we just migrate with, the people that don't just love what we do and enjoy the process with, but they have the ability to keep us grounded and keep us just being ourselves in the midst of all this. So really appreciate it, and I appreciate them, and thank you very much. When are you launching your own brand? Man, when I'm done being a bodybuilder, I'll think, because it's extremely difficult to do bodybuilding at the highest level and run a business at the same time. Vice the contrary, it's extremely difficult, especially if you want to put both hands in both and not just let someone else run it for you. It's extremely difficult to do it at this level, trying to compete at this level and do a business at the same time. If you look at most of the guys in the past, it's never worked. So yeah, it's something that you really have to think about if you actually think about something doing that. As a bodybuilder still developing, any tips on content creation, on building my brand and niche? If I was to give you a tip, I'd say, man, just be you, man. Look, you gotta be original, and the most original thing about you is you. Let people see you for who you are, and that's it. What I just like to do, I just show my life as it is. What people see is what they get. The right people that know you and like that originality will follow you, and you'll be your brand of that. But just be you, and work a lot. You gotta understand that, what you're doing a job. You don't just do what you feel like you do it all the time. So let people get to know you and get to be the idea that you have to work at this a lot. It doesn't just come underhand or come easy. It's something that you do have to commit to. Do you pay when you went for the gym? I'm thinking, do you pay rent when you went for the gym, or are you the owner of the gym? We own it. Yes, I'm the owner of the building itself. So yes, it's all mine. I don't pay any rent or anything like that. I bought it right out. So everything in there is owned by yours truly. Thank you. 86 or 1992, because many pages are saying 86 or 1992. I'm 86, man. I have no idea where they got 92 from. I saw the same shit as well, and I was like, man, who the hell is writing this article? Man, I'm 86. Yo, freaking, yeah. What's your go-to meat choice, like ribeye, tomahawk, chicken? I'm thinking about anything in general, I'm thinking. The steak choice I have through my days is on rump. It's basically it's got less fat on it, and it's not as expensive either. But that's one I've always had for years. In terms of then obviously we've got chicken breast, and those are the 2 main ones I have. And then lean mince as well is another one I have for one of my meals, and obviously including eggs. Weeks until the F1 season starts. Are you ready? Yes. Also, who do you have winning the first race? Man, who do I have winning Australia? And I can't wait. I'm excited. New year, new cars, new rules, or new setups. Completely new engine, new everything. This can go crazy anyway. And I've been watching the testing and everything that's been going on. And from what it looks of it, it looks like Red Bull's got a hell of a car. And Max Verstappen and Red Bull, I think I'll have them win the first race, man. McLaren is always who I support, man. McLaren are the boys. But I think to get off the ground first and just be in there, it's either going to be Max Verstappen, Red Bull, or it's going to be Piastri and McLaren. It's going to be one of them. But then Mercedes has been killing it too. So George Russell. Yeah, it's a lot to pick from. But I'll go to Max Verstappen to win the first race. Samson, big fan. Can you give me a tip on how can I eat more? Hope you win the title back. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. It's one thing. I'll just say, you just eat, man. You spread your meals through the day and set times. You can set them about 3 hours apart so your body can go through each meal. And make sure that what you're eating is something that you know your body can handle as well. Don't eat crap. If you eat crap, it's going to screw you very much. You're not going to be able to eat as much. Just eat food that you know your body can digest and handle within 3 hours window over and over again. And when you have them, spread them evenly through your day and just increase the portion of them. The more first you start off small, and each time you just increase the portion of them week by week. And then, that's pretty much it. Don't trust the fact that you're going to be hungry, because just the idea of enjoying food, drop that out the window. You make it your job. You don't make it something you enjoy. So you don't have to wait till you're hungry. You don't have to like the food. You don't have to think about it something joyful. It's just a task that you have to do. And that's how you get through it. The best bodybuilder of this era. What is your size goal? Man, thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. In terms of size goal, I think I came into this offseason just thinking, I would like to get up to 350. And I'm just seeing if that's possible and how that'll feel. I know that my body's just pushing to grow, so it just did that by itself. It's pretty much just being in this process where I'm sitting at home and not traveling and not doing a lot, and just consistently training and consistently even staying at home, I will grow. That one, I will just keep growing. That's something that we've always learned from the past, about the routine I have at home, it makes me grow muscle. The longer I can stay at home and just do this, the more I carry on growing. So I know for a fact that, I was just going to grow anyway. But in terms of how far I want to push, I don't think I want to push over 350 personally, because I just think after that, I'll be carrying a lot of weight and it'll be hard. The best thing about having just one show to prep for, it makes it easier. It's so much easier, especially when it's just one focus. You're not going to have a long prep. You're not going to have a moment of that where you sort of feel exhausted through the year to go into prep. Just knowing that you just have one show to prep for, it makes it easier because you get enough time to get rest both physically and mentally. And then you go into that point prep knowing that you're just doing this one. It's just this one thing. So you're just a lot more focused in it because you're not thinking anywhere outside that. And you've had a lot of breaks, so you come into it really fresh and open-minded. So yeah, that's for me. I think that has been it's just been one of the best things about it. How's your mental health been through this growth phase? Absolutely amazing, man. I mean, I've forgotten what it's like to have a long time off and not be on prep. It's absolutely brilliant, because people need to understand, in prep, I hate who I am on prep. I really, really hate who I am on prep. But in off season, I just feel like I'm myself again. Just absolutely laid back, chilled out, not bothered by anything, and just enjoying life to the fullest and actually taking things in. So it's been a long time since I've had this much time off to actually get into this feeling. So it's been absolutely amazing, man. Just not being prepping for a show and not being in that state of prep. I really appreciate not prepping right now. Just put it that way. You played the PS5 at all? Favorite game? Oh man, this one, I'm owning it for it's gonna come up to a year in March. That my wife bought me a PS5 for my birthday, and it's not wasted. I played it a lot. I played it. Well, I played it a fair bit. Yes, I did it in prep. I was playing Gods of War in the prep a lot. Yeah, I played that. Call of Duty, I played that too. I don't think I finished God of War 2 though, but that's one. And my Assassin's Creed, the last one that came out, I can't remember what it was. I want to get that. I want to play that. I played F1 as well. So yeah. So far, I've been playing it. Just not frequently. Yeah, I had fresh air, not frequently enough. What's the mentality that you carry after the Olympia placing, and how do you cope on bad days? At this stage, I don't really get bad days anymore, man. It's like, okay, it's something that I'm pissed off about, but it's already happened, and I'm already over that part of it. And now I just want to get back to work, you know. That's all it is, like working and then making sure that never happens again. So, you know, is that drive for what's next that, you know, my focus mainly on is what I got to do each day to make sure that next Olympia that will never happen again. So that's what I mainly focus on. Whatever has happened already is just like you avoid take it as okay. That's what it is. You know, it's happened. Now it's looking forward and just thinking, okay, right, what I got to do to make sure that I'm better next time. All right, brother, can you please tell me how many working sets do you do per muscle group? I don't really count how many sets I do per muscle group. I do count how many working sets I do in the exercise. And that's taking away the warm-ups that happens at the beginning of it. So even though, you know, I try to keep to like 4 working sets, I don't count the warm-ups that happen before them. So that's, if you kind of look at it like that, you know, I wait to get blood flow into my muscle and get that pump before I start counting my sets. So, you know, if you kind of look at it that way, that's the way I sort of work. So I can't tell you the full total. Just say I do 4 working sets in each exercise. Do you still use drop sets, supersets, giant sets in your training? What's your split at the moment? Yes, I still use them, especially in big muscle groups, man. One thing people have to realize, man, when you're this big and carrying this much weight, your fitness suffers. So being able to train that intensely and doing those kind of drop sets, supersets, and those things where your heart is bounding out your chest your whole time, it makes you carry this weight a lot easier because it makes you cardiovascularly fitter, and it also makes your lung capacity a lot better. So you're not constantly walking around breathing hard and acting like you can't walk a mile or walk a few steps without going out of breath. So carrying this weight is a lot easier because of the style we train, and that's why we're able to get this big but still staying so lean at the same time. So there's a reason why we train this way. What food source do you have currently in your diet, and do you stick to real whole foods only? Yes, I only do eat just real whole foods, man. Other than the shakes, I have both post-workout and 2 during the day with just for adding calories. All my meals are all home-cooked whole foods. So, yeah, that's all I eat. I mean, we've always shown you the food list. I mean, I'll put the link on a YouTube video for the meals I'm having, so you can go check it out. But those are the meals I eat. Best tricep exercises, bro. Cable push downs, nice and simple. They're by far the best and most engaging tricep exercise you can do. So nice and simple, cable push downs. The best training split for if you can only do 5 days, 5 day a week. I want to balance cardio out too. Look, training 5 days a week is you can do whatever you want, man. Because 5 days a week that's how many days I go to the gym. You can literally balance it out, change it around whatever way you want. It's 5 days. That's a lot of days. That's more than the average people can go. So you can definitely, you know, put in or train everything you actually want in those 5 days. As well as that, you know, when you finish your training, just throw cardio at the end of it. And that's it. I haven't seen your supercar. What car do you currently own? I still have my supercar, man. It's just the weather in the UK sucks. I mean, obviously it's winter time, so it's rain all day, all the time. And it's rainy, it's terrible, and you know I don't fit into it as easy as I normally do. So it's not even tempted to drive it out now. So when the weather starts getting nicer, I'll get it back out. Have you always wanted to be a bodybuilder from teenage, and who inspired you most? No, I did not. I started bodybuilding at 28, man. I started bodybuilding late. So yeah, man, I had no interest in bodybuilding. I wasn't that aware of it at all, you know, until I was that age. So yeah, so when I started, that was the first time, and that was back in 2013, the end of 2013. That's when I got into it, and you know what, man? Since then, you know, it's just been crazy. But that was the only point that I actually thought, okay, you know, my wife convinced me to actually do this, and I thought, okay, yeah, I'm really actually gonna give it a go. It's essential to eat fast carbs in post-workout, like honey, dates, banana, during bulking. Not really, man, because if you're actually really bulking properly, you already eat more than enough. So you don't really need any of that, man. You have more than enough in your calories that you have through the day. So no. When does prep start, and how long will you continue to push weight up? So prep is going to start in June, and right now, in terms of pushing weight up, I'm just going to see how far it goes, but I'm not going to push it. Personally, I don't want to push it over 350. You know, that for me, I think that will be where I want to leave it at. But we're just going to see when the time comes, man. But yeah. Why don't you reply to my message, since I'm a young, big fan? All right, man. First of all, I reply to over 200 messages every single day. Yeah, and a lot of you that message me already know that. I've replied to most of you. And two, if I haven't seen your message, what can I do about that? That's just what it is, man. I get a lot of messages all through the day. I can only go through so many. So, chill out, man. how do you fit into the radical? I do not fit into the radical. Dude, that's right now. I tried. The last time I fit in radical was a week after the Olympia. Or is it the week after Prague. Since then, I ain't fitting that car again. Like, no. So until I'm back on a diet and coming down in weight, then maybe I can probably go back into racing and get on the track again. But for now, in this off season, yeah, I ain't fitting in that at all. Oh, you changed split. No, I didn't change my split. What happened, man? This past week, we had to go to Gymshark to get measured. So, and that was happening on a certain day that we were going to be away from home all day. So I basically just rotated days around. That's all. Best workout split. There's no such thing as a best workout split. There's just what fits you and what matches your lifestyle the most. If you want to see my one, the one that I use for my lifestyle, is available on the GymWork app. So click this link and go check it out. It has my whole workout split and what I do on there. So guys, yeah, go check it out. Do you coach? No, I do not coach, man. I'm an athlete and athlete only. Do you think it's going to win the Arnold? I have no idea, man, but I'm going to be there. First roll is something to find out. Please give us your top 5 predictions for the Arnold. I don't do show predictions. All of 2026, win the Olympia. Will you have photos available to sign for fans at the Arnold Expo in Columbus? Yes, I will do, man. I'll be at the Celsius booth. Every time we do this, we always have loads of photos for the fans to sign and get for free. So guys, if you're going to be at Arnold, come catch me at the Celsius booth. I'll be there this time, and I got a lot of time now because I ain't competing either. So I'm going to be there for a lot longer as well, and there will be photos for you guys to take away with you. All right, first question, man. When did you realize you had Mr. Olympia potential? I think that, I knew the possibility was always there when I started bodybuilding, but I think the only point where, I realized and I actually thought, yeah, this is actually something that could happen was 2022 when I did my first Olympia. That point when I was on stage on there, all the guys and everything else, and realizing it for the first time that, okay, this is something that is actually within my reach and it's actually really possible, was 2022.